球场欣赏今天墨西哥对尼加拉瓜的比赛。Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tainan Baseball Stadium. Please enjoy today's game between Mexico and Nicaragua. 这场比赛是2017年第4届 WBSC 世界杯少棒锦标赛编号第37场的比赛，将由墨西哥对上尼加拉瓜。This is the 37th game of 2017 WBSC Under-12 Baseball World Cup. The game is between Mexico and Nicaragua. 现在我们将要播放 WBSC 大会会歌。Now we are playing the anthem of WBSC.让我们欢迎两队球员进场。Now let's welcome players from both teams. 首先，让我们介绍先攻的尼加拉瓜队教练以及先发守备球员。Introducing the starting lineup for Nicaragua. 总教练 Manager number 85, Mauricio Benavides. 教练 Coach number 99, Mario Peña. 教练 Coach number 12, Edgar Heladozia. 第一棒 batting first, the starting pitcher number 11, Pedro Montealdo. 第二棒 batting second, the right fielder number 31, Tito Martinez. 第三棒 batting third, the shortstop number 42, Ryan Machado. 第四棒 batting fourth, the first batsman number 8, Yara Bravo. 第五棒 batting fifth, the second batsman number 9, Carlos Dorlandes. 第六棒 batting sixth, the third batsman number 4, Diego Goyado. 第七棒 batting seventh, the left fielder number 45, Freddy Miranda. 第八棒 batting eighth, the catcher number 6, Mauricio Benavides. 第九棒 batting ninth, the center fielder number 59, Juan Rosales. 以及所有球员 and the rest of the team.
接着介绍先手的墨西哥队教练以及先发守备球员。Introducing the starting lineup for Mexico. 总教练 Manager number 7, Juan Alberto Morales. 教练 Coach number 27, Jose Guadalupe Cavazos. 教练 Coach number 18, Juan Eduardo Martin. 第一棒 batting first, starting pitcher number 1, Omar Castillo. 第二棒 batting second, left fielder number 22, Anthony Garcias. 第三棒 batting third, center fielder number 49, Juan Pablo Milano. 第四棒 batting fourth, second baseman number 45, Cesar Morales. 第五棒 batting fifth, catcher number 15, Alan Nava. 第六棒 batting sixth. 第八棒 batting eighth, third baseman number 99, 演奏墨西哥国歌 and now the national anthem of Mexico. 请坐下 Please be seated.
Game number 2 on day number 2 of the Super Round here at the U12 World Cup in Tainan. Good to have you with us on behalf of the WBSC, the Tainan City Government of the Chinese Taipei Baseball Association. My name is Andrew Reynolds. Glad to be with you once again on a hot and muggy Friday afternoon in beautiful Tainan. This beautiful baseball complex as we get set for our second game of the Super Round today. You'll get a look at the standings. The United States, they took out Japan a little bit earlier this morning. Good comeback win from the United States after losing a tough one last night. They end up winning 6-3 this morning. They are now at the top of the charts, 3-1. Chinese Taipei and Korea to play a little bit later on today, but as you see there, Mexico 2-1. They have a chance to potentially get to that gold medal game, depending on what else happens throughout the next couple of days. Getting a look at Juan Morales, the manager for Mexico, Mauricio Benavides, the manager for Nicaragua. Nicaragua, they are 0-3, I should say, in the Super Round, so no hopes at a gold medal for that team, but certainly still 2 more games to play. They can be 2-3. As they play for points, continuing to ascend in the world rankings as they are ranked 15th coming into this tournament. But a Mexican team that no doubt would have their sights on a potential gold medal game. And how big that would be for the country of Mexico, currently ranked 6th overall in the world. And getting to face regional rival Nicaragua here in our second game of the day. The starting lineup for Mauricio Benavides. Nicaragua will be the away team. Gerald Montialto, Tito Martinez, Brian Machado, the top 3. Bravo will play first. Torrentes at second. Diego Collado at third base. And the latter third of the order sees Freddie Miranda in left. Mauricio Benavides at catcher. And Juan Morales will be the center fielder. Defensive alignment for Mexico. Behind pitcher Omar Gastelum, it's Macias, Tirado, and Solana. Left to right in the outfield. Left to right in the infield for New Cano, Linares. Iker Gallegos at first, and Alan Nava will be the man receiving the pitches from Omar Gastelum. One of the biggest ball games to this point in the tournament for Mexico, and Juan Morales will give the baseball to his right-hander. Mexico trying to go 3-1 and match the record of the United States. They will take on the U.S. tomorrow in each of those two teams' final game of the Super Round. But Juan Morales knows that this is an important hurdle and a rivalry game between Mexico and Nicaragua. Our umpires in this one, Junji Huang is behind home plate. Chin Yu Wu will be at first. Mitsuru Tamura at second base, and Vlad Richter is the third base umpire. Only 1 out as Omar Gastelum gotten in this tournament. He's not allowed to run. He's pitched to one hitter and he got him out. Juan Morales electing to throw him in this ever important ball game with Nicaragua. A win, Mexico would sit at 3-1. Matching the United States, Chinese Taipei will try to get there tonight as well. In the nightcap against Korea, Nicaragua still looking for their first win against a team in the Super Round. They were 3-2 in the opening round, but again, only 2 of those games carried over, and they both happened to be losses. 2 losses that they had in Group B, was that of the United States and Korea. And they lost their first game of the Super Round yesterday to Japan, 10-0. Well, we're glad to have you on board. Another hot and muggy day here in Tainan. It was a good baseball game this morning. The United States bouncing back for a win following devastating loss to Chinese Taipei last night. And they once again sit in the driver's seat. Gerald Montialto swinging at the first from Omar Gastelum. And it's fouled back behind home plate. We are underway. 2:03, 3 minutes after the 2 o'clock hour, local time. Good to have baseball that is right on time after we had several days that were paused due to rain. Scattered ball games, delayed ball games, baseball till midnight. Somehow we've gotten every ball game that has been scheduled. As the next to Montialto misses off the plate high and away. This game would be for national pride just as much as it would be for wins and losses, even for Mexico. They wouldn't want to drop a game to Nicaragua. This one misses off the inside part of the plate, 2-2. It's Montialto, Martinez, and Machado. The 3 due up for Nicaragua, looking for their first win against a team in the Super Round. They've dropped all 3 to this point. The 2-2 missing high, and the count's full. It's a Mexican offense that has been one of the most potent in this tournament. Their pitching staff has also been very solid. A team ERA under 4 in the 6 games that they have played. Gastelum trying to continue the trend, but he walks the leadoff man. Montialto is in the hole, 0-2. Comes back and draws a leadoff walk here in the first. We'll have a look around the scoreboards at the other games in this tournament. Some of the upcoming games today as we progress throughout this ball game. The first delivery to Tito Martinez is taken high. Runner is going, and it's popped up. Into center. Tirado is there. He makes the catch. And Montialto quickly retreating back to first. There's 1 gone in inning number 1. Mentioned the final score. United States and Japan, 6-3. The final in that contest earlier today. South Africa, they got their first win of the tournament, a 16-4 defeat of Germany. 1-on-1 out here in the first to Machado, missing off the plate outside. Games other than this one to be played today. Brazil and Australia, they just underway at Quijin, scoreless in the first inning. Panama and the Czech Republic also underway. That ball game up at Shenhua as this one is swung on and tapped foul at the plate. And as talked about in the opening, the nightcap tonight, South Korea and Chinese Taipei. Chinese Taipei playing for their tournament life last night in front of 1,800 plus here at the ballpark. And a 16-2 win over the United States. Massive victory for the home team. And they control their destiny. In the United States and Mexico will play tomorrow. Mexico get a win against Nicaragua. Both of those teams will be 3-0 tomorrow. And the winner of that ball game will head to the gold medal game. But Mexico have 1 to take care of here. 1 out at second, and they thought about the turn, did Menares, but he wisely eats the baseball. They'll get the lead man 6-4 for the second out of the inning. And Brian Machado reaches. On the force out, you see just a bouncing ball to short. Took Cano some time to get it to Montialto. and he was unable to make the turn to first. Initial offering coming to Gerald Bravo is low for ball one. So a win here for Mexico sets up a very intriguing matchup tomorrow between Mexico and the United States. Well, when everybody has one loss, it sets up fun, must-win ball games in this super round. Here's a bullet thrown to second base, but it's just behind the bag. And it's a stolen base for Machado, only the 4th of the tournament for Nicaragua. Didn't get a great jump. Machado steals the base anyways in scoring position with 2 outs. The 2-0 to Bravo, breaking ball that catches the outer edge, 2-1. Think about that game last night and the atmosphere, what it meant for each of those teams. Think about what a game tomorrow, United States and Mexico, might mean. They're able to defeat Nicaragua. This ball is thrown into center field, but it was a full-on horizontal dive for Machado. He was no chance to get up and run. They're going to have a look at Machado out at second base. He looks like he might be shaken up a bit. So one of the assistant coaches runs out to have a chat to him, and he's pointing to his left knee. Boy, that's not good. We'll get another look at it in just a moment, but he's definitely scraped it up there. You can tell that he scraped the left knee. for Mexico. Juan Morales is content with letting Gastelum go here in the first. Despite the importance of this ball game, they've given up an early lead. One on the outer part of the plate, 2 balls and a strike. In 2 wins for Mexico from here on out, it essentially becomes sudden death for them in terms of playing for a gold medal. They win today, they beat the U.S. tomorrow, they'll play for gold on Sunday. But a hurdle to overcome early. It's the 2-1 missing low. Now 3 balls and a strike on Collado. Already the 6th man to hit in the inning. Freddie Miranda waits on deck. And a busy first for the catcher Alan Nava. A lot of balls in the dirt. The 3-1 is popped up again, this time to shallow right field. Cesar Menares makes the catch, and the inning is over. Nicaragua, a 2-out double from Carlos Torrentes. They take a 2-0 lead to the bottom of the first. No, Mexico down 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. Here's the starting lineup for Juan Morales. Omar Gastelum, the starting pitcher, will get a chance to help his own cause early as he leads things off. Antanas Macias, Juan Tirado, 2 and 3. Middle of the order, Cesar Menares, Alan Nava, and Iker Gallegos. In the latter third, Juan Salanya, Carlos Fernu, and Ichiro Cano. There's the starting defense for Mauricio Benavides. His team with an early 2-0 lead. Miranda, Rosales, Martinez left to right in the outfield. Collado, Machado, Torrentes, and Bravo left to right in the infield, and Mauricio Benavides will be the starting catcher. Gerald Montialto will be the starting pitcher, the right-hander. His first offering to Omar Gastelum is high for ball number 1. Gastelum has provided a bit of pop at the leadoff spot for Juan Morales. As Mexico, who have been one of the hottest hitting teams in this tournament, will try to turn it on early to pull a couple of runs back that Nicaragua scored with 2 outs in the first. The 1-1 to Gastelum off the plate to the backstop, 2-1. Gastelum, Macias, Juan Tirado, the 3 due up for Mexico, a team that has hammered 12 home runs in this tournament, hitting near 450 as a team in terms of the batting average. As this ball is hit into left center, finds the gap, base hit. Gastelum on his way to second, standing up. It's a leadoff double, and the pitcher helps himself. 5th extra base hit of the tournament for Omar Gastelum. And the pressure is applied early from this potent Mexican offense. Went up, got a high pitch, put it in between the center and left fielder. Rosales in center, Miranda in left. And an early scoring chance for Mexico. Antanas Macias, oh, and he's hit. Oh. That'll sting. Antanas Macias hit by the first pitch that he sees. Looks to be okay as he trots down to first base. A member of the medical staff will quickly come have a look at him. Spray some of that cold spray on him. He looks to be in a bit of bother over there at first base. And in live time, it certainly looked like it hurt. He's just going to try and walk it off to make sure that he's okay. He says he's fine. Jose Cavazos, the first base coach over there, was probably more concerned about it than Antanas Macias was, to be honest. He said, no worries. Let's get on with the baseball game. Juan Tirado is the man hitting now. Dangerous hitter. 4 home runs in this tournament for Tirado. And he has been one of the tournament's hottest hitters. Absolute video game-like numbers for Juan Tirado. Baseball looks like a beach ball to him these last few days. As the 0-1 swung on and missed. No balls, 2 strikes. His eyes were beach balls at that high fastball. Here's a ball that's popped up right side. Behind the second base bag. Torrentes calling everyone off. Can't make the catch, but they'll call an infield fly. So infield fly is called. The runner goes. They'll call him out. And it should be a dead ball. I think the umpires will sort it out. Oh, they will call him out. They're going to say that infield fly was called. And once the ball hit the ground, Macias ran to second base, and that's when he was thrown out. And Juan Morales can't believe it. So a bad break for Mexico's Antanas Macias. He just saw the ball fall, so he ran to second. It was heads up by Torrentes to throw the ball into second base to get the out. And all the things you see in this game, essentially a double play turned by Nicaragua on an infield fly. Gastelum does advance down to third. And now Cesar Menares tries to plug a gap in right. Coming in is Martinez. Can't make the catch. Gastelum will score. It's a 2-out RBI for Cesar Menares. And it's now a 2-1 Nicaragua lead. Good piece of hitting by Cesar Menares. Just goes with a pitch, lining it into right field. And boy, Tito Martinez had a good chance to make this play. So here's a ball that's lifted into right center. Martinez with another chance. And he makes the catch. And the inning is over. Mexico, they strand a man, but they do pull one back. We've played one complete. Nicaragua on top 2-1. Well, it's an early hook for the starting pitcher for Mexico, Omar Gastelum. Out of the ball game. Mexico will turn to Carlos Fornu, throwing in his third game. As he will face the latter third of the Nicaraguan order. Freddie Miranda, the first to the plate. The right-handed swinger takes a called strike. And the next to him off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. You can close the book on Omar Gastelum. Just 1 inning, allows 1 base hit, does walk a couple, and allows 2 earned runs. Nicaragua leading it 2-0 here in the top of the second inning. The 1-1 to Miranda is low and away, 2 balls and a strike. The 3-2 is hit on the ground to the right side, and it's off the glove of the first baseman. Boy, a tough hop over there at first for Iker Gallegos. Wasn't going to be an easy play. It caught him in between hops. You'll get a look at it here. High chop, the second bounce is the one that threw him off, and he just can't make the play. Wait to see how they score. It'll likely be the first error on Mexico, and it is indeed. And to add insult to injury, Fornu's called for a balk. Freddie Miranda will head to second base. 2 walks, now an error, a balk on Mexico. It's not the fluid baseball that we've seen from them the first 7 days of this tournament. This next pitch is hit just foul. It was nearly over the first base bag, very close there at first. And it's 0-1 on Mauricio Benavides. Just 1 for 9 on the week is Benavides, the 8-hole hitter. A very good catcher for this club, though. The next is low and away. The count even, a ball and a strike. And the next 2 of a big swing and a miss. The count 1-2. These 2 very proud baseball playing nations in Central America. Nicaragua and Mexico. Nicaragua certainly wanting to knock off their neighbor to the north, and this one is swung on and missed. And Benavides strikes out, 1 gone here in the second. Pretty good pitch there from Carlos Fornu. Painting the outer edge with a breaking ball. Right where Alan Nava was asking for it, 1 gone. Here now is Juan Morales. He takes a called strike. Nicaragua coming into this tournament with a ranking of 15 overall. Of course, a baseball playing nation that might be better than what their ranking suggests. The squad that they put together for this tournament certainly is, as this one's taken off the plate outside. The rankings is a point system based on how teams perform at tournaments such as this. Nicaragua has medaled in this tournament before. That was 6 years ago at the inaugural edition. This one is swung on and missed on the 1-1. Now a ball and 2 strikes. This one hit off the end of the bat toward the right side and foul. And we'll do it again, a ball and 2 strikes. I beg your pardon, it was 2 years ago in which Nicaragua won that bronze medal. 2015. Venezuela was the bronze medalist in 2011. This Mexican team looking for their first medal in the U12s, and here's a strikeout. Painting the edge again was Carlos Fornu. Rosales keeps the bat on his shoulder and it's back-to-back strikeouts. Well, that was almost the exact same spot as the strikeout pitch on Benavides. Benavides swung at a curveball that ended up painting that outer edge. Fornu can continue to hit that spot to the righties. He's going to be tough to hit. Here's a swing and a miss on Monte Alto, who walked back in the first. Mexico 2 wins away from playing for their first attempt at a medal in this tournament, and it would be gold if they win today and tomorrow. That would be defeating Nicaragua and the United States. This paints the outer edge again. Another good offering from Carlos Fornu. That outside corner has been his best friend in this inning, as he's now a strike away from pitching around the error. A ball and 2 strikes on Monte Alto. Outside corner again, strikes out the side. And the inning is over. Good work from Fornu. He pitches around the error midway through 2. 2-1 Nicaragua. Mexico trailing 2-1 as they come to the plate here in the last of the second inning, our second ball game. Here on our 8th day of action, second day of the Super Round. Mexico at 3-1. 2-1, I should say, trying to get to 3-1, playing their 4th game against a Super Round opponent. And it is Hiker Gallegos who fouls one off to begin the inning. Gallegos, Juan Solana, and Carlos Fornu, the 3 due up for Mexico, the 6, 7, and 8 spots. As Gerald Monte Alto goes back to work, and again Gallegos flies one to right, and Martinez giving chase there in foul ground, but it falls to the turf, and the count's 0-2. Nicaragua was involved in a 3-way tie with Korea and Panama to get into this Super Round, and that ball looked like it hit on the foul line. It's a good pickup by our crew in the truck. It was likely a fair ball off the bat of Gallegos. called foul. The next pitch off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Where to the naked eye, it looked a foot or so foul, but on that replay, looked like it may have scathed that right field line. One way or another, the 1-2 to Gallegos off the plate outside, 2-2. And it was a 3-way tie between Nicaragua, Korea, and Panama, among those 3 teams, I should say. And Nicaragua and Korea, because of their run differentials, advancing to this super round. The 2-2 is hit back up the middle, dying in front of the center fielder and down for a base hit. A little justice there for Iker Gallegos after it looked like he may have had a double taken away. Singles on a looper up the middle in Mexico. The leadoff man aboard on a base hit for the 2nd time in as many innings. There's Juan Solana now. They'll throw behind the runner at first. And Nicaragua, with their blowout victory of Panama, essentially was the difference in that 3-way tie. They really took it to Panama. 10-2 win in that ball game. And so Panama finds themselves in the consolation round, and here is Nicaragua playing in the supers. The 2-0 catches the outer edge. 2 balls and a strike. They're not a chance to advance to the gold medal game with 3 losses, 0-3 amongst teams in the super round, but it could be an outside chance to get to a bronze medal game with a win today and tomorrow. 2 tough games, though, as they play Mexico today and Chinese Taipei in the final game of the super round tomorrow night. The 2-1 to Solana. This one missing off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mexico win in this tournament. Potentially could see them jump in the world rankings. They're just 1 outside of the top 5 coming into this as Juan Solana walks, and the first 2 have reached. Here in the 2nd inning. Carlos Verdú came in to relieve Omar Gastelum atop the mound an inning ago. He has a chance to help himself, and he's trying to lay down a bunt. It's hit foul off toward the left side. And Mexico comes in with just under 3,000 total points in the world ranking. They're about 700 behind Cuba. As they say, Verdú offered at the pitch here. You get 345 for winning this tournament, so Mexico wouldn't be able to catch Cuba, but a win in this tournament, a gold medal, and becoming the world champion of under 12 would get them awfully close to the top 5 in world rankings, as this one misses off the plate, and the count's 1-2. Next offering in the dirt, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nicaragua, on the other hand, things very tightly bunched for them. And they're guaranteed at least 177 total points. Can help them jump potentially a couple of spots in the world rankings as well, as this one is pushed to the right side through the hole, a base hit. They will hold up Iker Gallegos at third, and the bases are loaded, nobody out for Mexico here in the last of the 2nd inning. single, walk, single. Fornew goes the other way with a pitch. And we're going to have a meeting on the mound. See if they elect to pull Monte Alto. Now it just looks a bit like a conversation as Pena has come out, the pitching coach. And they will stick with Gerald Monte Alto. Will pitch to Ichiro Kano, the left-hander. Mexico threatening to tie or take the lead here in the second inning. The first to Cano, on the ground to second. It could be 2 to second for 1. The relay in time. They turn the double play. Mexico will tie the ball game as Iker Gallegos comes home to score. But a huge double play turned here by Nicaragua. The defense was playing at double play depth instead of in. They were looking for the twin killing as opposed to the out at home, and they got it. So now Omar Gastelum hits with a runner at third and 2 outs. Very different situation. Can still give Mexico the lead, however, as Juan Salanya gets his lead from third. And swing and a pop foul off toward the right side. It's 0-2. Missing in the dirt, low and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gastelum doubled and scored in his first appearance. He was back in the first inning, leading off the first for Mexico. His team has tied things up on a ground ball double play. Can they take the lead here in the second? The 2-2 off the plate as well. Count is full. And the left fielder, Antanas Macias, awaits on deck if Gastelum can extend the inning here. The payoff pitch taken high, ball 4, and the inning will extend. Runners at the corners with 2 outs now for Mexico. And Antanas Macias, who was hit in the back with the first pitch he saw from Monte Alto in the first inning, will stand in from the left side. He swings at the first. Runner is going. It's cut off by the shortstop. And it's a stolen base for Omar Gastelum. Now a chance for Macias to drive in 2. The next pitch hammered up the middle. Coming over to get it as Rosales makes the catch, and the inning is over. Good work by the Nicaraguan defense. The double play scores a run. And we're all knotted up at 2 apiece as we head to the third in Tainan. 37, 38 degrees, the heat index when we started this ball game. As Tito Martinez leads off the inning for Nicaragua, he flied out to center field in the first inning. And the 0-1 to him. A breaking pitch hit to the right side. Gallegos fields it. One step to his left to top the bag. One gone. Mentioned the chance that Nicaragua might have to gain a couple of spots in the rankings depending on where they finish up in this tournament. Again, they're guaranteed at least 6th place, which is 177 total points. The only problem is both Panama and the Czech Republic sit the immediate 2 ranking points ahead of them, and both of those countries will receive ranking points as well for participating in this tournament. But depending on where they finish up, you might see Nicaragua jump a couple of stops, potentially 13th or 14th following this tournament, depending on how they finish up. As this ball is popped up toward the right side, it's in foul territory. Gallegos again, he's there, he makes the catch. He's got both putouts here in the 3rd inning, and there's 2 gone. And the reason I bring that up is for obvious reasons. When you start to think of 2019 and the Premier 12, the 12th ranked nation right now is Italy. And they are, you could say, comfortably ahead of countries like the Czech Republic, Panama, Nicaragua, and the Dominican Republic, all bunched right behind them. As this one is fouled off toward the right side. That race to the Premier 12 get interesting when you start looking at the 11 and 12 spots. The last couple of teams that might get in, Canada, the Netherlands, Australia, all pretty well comfortably in. Ahead of them is another line drive right side. Gallegos again. He has all 3 putouts in the inning. And it's a quick 1-2-3 third for the Mexican defense. Midway through 3, 2-2. Mexico come to the plate here in the last of the 2nd inning. The power hitting Juan Tirado, the man that leads things off. 3, 4, and 5, the middle of Juan Morales' order. Another plane flies overhead here at Tainan Municipal Stadium. They've been coming and going the last couple of days. We've seen plenty of planes fly overhead here at the ballpark. The next to Tirado taking low. 2 balls and no strikes. And of course, due to the proximity of this ballpark to the airport, you can almost throw a stone to the Tainan Municipal Airport here from the ballpark, as this one's popped foul and out of play off toward the left side. 2-1. A ballpark that broke ground in 1930. They played their first game here in 1931. The oldest still standing in Taiwan, as this one is off the first baseman, Bravo. It ricochets into right field. Tirato's headed for second, and he slides in safely. Mexico with the leadoff man aboard for the third time in as many innings. And it's a costly first error of the ball game for Jurel Bravo and Nicaragua. Caught him in between hops. Hit him off of the wrist and the glove hand, and Juan Tirado is in scoring position to lead off the third inning. So here's Cesar Menares. He's driven in one today. That was the first run of the ball game for Mexico back in the first. They tied the ball game up, and Ichiro Kano grounded into a double play with the bases loaded, nobody out in the second. Say Menares offered at this pitch, the count even, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is swung on as well. Now 1-2. There's the prospect of the 9, 10, 11, 12 spots getting into the Premier 12. It's fascinating to me how close some teams are. Nations that you wouldn't necessarily think would be Premier 12 contenders, countries like the Czech Republic, a country even like Nicaragua. They're not far off. The 2-2 is hammered high and deep into left field. It has a chance, and it's gone. Cesar Menares with a 2-run bomb into left field. Mexico, first lead of the ball game. It's 4-2. High five from Juan Tirado, who has hit 4 of his own in this tournament. Cesar Menares puts a charge into one. It just kept drifting out in left and just sneaks over that left field wall. And it's a 2-run lead for Mexico. They have scored 4 unanswered after Nicaragua took a 2-0 lead in the first. Alan Nava hits with no one aboard. He takes a big cut. And quickly in the hole, 0-2. He flied out to right field to end the first inning. Oh, 2 just gets a piece. Benavides unable to hang on. 13th home run for Mexico. And 7 of them have been hit by those 2 young men right there. Menares on the right, Tirado on the left. The 0-2 is hammered. The ballpark will hold it though. Tito Martinez is there, and there's one out. There's no doubt in anyone's mind that we will see Mexico in the 2019 iteration of the Premier 12 tournament, with the 11 and 12 spots certainly still up for grabs. But tournaments like this are so important for countries like Nicaragua. The difference between getting into the Super Round and not getting into the Super Round is well-coveted world rankings points. Nicaragua able to just sneak into this Super Round as this one's popped up into right. Martinez again. And he's got the first 2 putouts here in the inning. There's 2 gone. Pitch count really starting to elevate for Monte Alto now has thrown 50 pitches with 2 outs here in the third. And the first to Juan Salanya off speed. It's in for a called strike, 0-1. Good off-speed pitch on 1-1. Now a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 to Solana, gets a piece, hits it over the head of the third baseman. And it's a 2-out single. Solana walked in the second. Been aboard a pair of times today, and the inning will extend to Carlos Forneaux. He certainly didn't hit that on the fat part of the bat, but positioned it very well, lofting it over the head of Collado there at third. And here now is Forneaux that singled an inning ago. It was erased on that double play, and there's a balk. As Gerald Monte Alto was certainly in 2 minds about whether or not to even throw the baseball. Once the runner was going, it really tripped him up, and he knew it as soon as he did it. This pitch he actually throws, and he blows a fastball by the right-handed swinging Forneaux, 0-1. Boy, Forneau's up there hacking. He's taking a couple of big swings now. No balls and 2 strikes. Big home run of the inning from Cesar Menares. Mexico with a 2-run lead and threatening maybe for more here in the second. 0-2, swung on and missed. And the inning is over. But a 2-run shot from Cesar Menares breaks the 2-2 deadlock. Mexico on top 4-2 as we head to the 4th. To Mexico, top of the 4th inning. Mexico trying to better their record to 3-1 and stay in contention for a shot at the gold medal and the title of world champion, or world championship final on Sunday evening. This one popped up behind home plate. Count will even 1-1 strike. Torrentes, the man at the plate. Double to a stranded at second base when Forneaux struck out the side in the second inning. And Forneaux has retired 6 straight. Here's a line drive into right center field, and that string comes to an end. Torrentes is on with a leadoff single. Well, he's been the thorn in the side of Carlos Forneau. He's the only man to have gotten on base against him. He's done it twice. So Torrentes will take his lead from first. Diego Collado, who is certainly a home run threat, stands in. He takes a big hack at the first offering. And the 0-1 up the middle. Could this be two? Oh, fumbled at second base, but getting the out is Monarres. Boy, and Mexico saves themselves there. That was nearly bungled up behind home plate. Or behind the second base bag, I should say. Get a load of this. Off the glove of the shortstop, and Monarres just lunges at the second base bag with his glove. Heads up play by Cesar Monarres. Could have been two. Mexico nearly didn't even get one. Here's a ground ball up the middle, and that's past the glove of Cano. It's short. Collado has to stop at second base, and there's two on for Nicaragua. Back-to-back pitches, they pick on Ichiro Cano at shortstop. This one just sneaks under his glove. That'll be a single. Here's Mauricio Benavides, who struck out back in the second inning. Nicaragua not going quietly against their regional foe in Mexico. Scored first. Mexico has scored 4 unanswered. And Nicaragua trying to pull a couple of those back here in the 4th inning. Tying run aboard at first. Good offering here from Forneau. Catches the outside part of the plate. 2-1. Next offering, hit on the ground, left side. Tough play for the third baseman. He tried to make the tag on the runner and missed. Oh, and then they go to second. The fielder is off the bag. Really nothing going right for this middle infield of Mexico here in the 4th inning. Get another look at it. Forneau tried to make the spectacular play with the tag. Wasn't able to apply it, so he throws on to Monarres, who pulls his foot off the bag. And again, a ground ball in the infield. And Mexico come up empty. The bases are loaded. Benavides reaches on what will be a fielder's choice, despite the fact that Mexico doesn't get it out. And the 0-1 is in there for a called strike 0-2 as Juan Rosales hits for the second time, struck out looking. In his first at bat back in the second. A tough spot here for Forneau, the 0-1 missing off the plate. The inning began with a single of Torrentes. He hit what looked like it could be a double play ball. Did Collado after that. Mexico wasn't able to turn it. Then a single up the middle. And the play you saw just moments ago. Here's the 1-2. That's swung on and missed. Big strikeout for Carlos Forneau. It's his 4th since entering the ball game and a big first out. I think it's second out, I should say, in the inning. It's Rosales to chase one out of the zone on 1-2. Smart pitch. And now it's up to Monte Alto. He's hitting for the 3rd time. Watches the first off the plate outside. He's walked and struck out. The 1-0 in for a called strike, 1-1. Mexico took the lead on a 2-run homer from Cesar Menares, his third of the tournament. They've scored 4 unanswered, but Nicaragua trying to battle back. The 1-1 called strike on the outer edge. Forneaux 1 strike away from getting out of what could still possibly be a disastrous inning for Mexico. Catcher sets up outside, and it's a breaking pitch that misses off the plate. 2-2. Benavides at first, Miranda at second base, and Collado gets his lead off third. The 2-2 in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, but Collado will sort of reluctantly trot back to third base. He was in 2 minds there when that ball got away. You don't want to make the final out of the inning at home, as it had a favorable bounce for Alan Nava. There you see his initial step was toward home plate, but his third base coach said not so fast. The payoff pitch inside, ball 4, and it's a 1-run ball game. Forneaux should probably be out of the inning. Instead, he walks a man home on a pretty close pitch on the inner part of the plate. And now Tito Martinez stands in. The first to him is low. Still doesn't appear to be any action in the Mexican bullpen. Our vision of their bullpen is a bit covered up. You can see one of the rubbers, but not the entire bullpen area. As the 1-0 missing low, 2 balls, no strikes. It appears as though Juan Morales is putting his faith in Carlos Forneaux. His 2-0 pitch to Martinez will be the 47th in relief. And it's popped up deep into left field. It's sending the left fielder back, and it falls for a base hit. 2 runs have come home. They are sending the third. The throw is in time, but up the line. It's a bases clearing double for Tito Martinez, and Nicaragua are back, leading by 2. You want to talk about clutch base hits. Antanas Macias never saw it off the bat. The relay home was in time, but it was up the line. And Nicaragua have reclaimed a 2-run lead. Now the next pitch from Forneaux to the backstop, and Martinez will advance to third. Man, oh man, the infielders for Mexico had a few different chances to get their pitcher out of this inning. Instead, it's become a 4-run frame for Nicaragua, and they've reclaimed the lead. The 1-0 swung on and missed. Count even, a ball and a strike. Boy, what an at bat from Tito Martinez. And he's still a threat to score now at third base. The next to Machado. This one's hit into right center. It's dying quickly, and a base hit. It's now a 3-run Nicaragua lead. Five runs in the inning. Runner is going. The throw down from Nava is in time. The runner throws off of the bag. Menares nearly reapplies the tag. It was Ichiro Cano, rather, that received the catch. Beats himself up a little bit, gave up on it. Tries to apply the tag, and you'll see Machado overrun the base. And just narrowly get his hand back on in time as the 0-1 in for a called strike, 0-2. Oh, it was close, but Ichiro Tamura got it right at second base. And the 0-2 in the dirt. Picked by Nava, 1-2. We mentioned Nicaragua playing for highly coveted rankings points and still a chance to get into the Premier 12 potentially. Looking for a big win against one of their rivals, and another base hit up the middle. Machado will score from second base. It is now a 4-run Nicaragua lead in a 6-run fourth inning. And Juan Morales has seen enough. He's going to come take the baseball from Carlos Fornu. And Nicaragua relentless in their pursuit of runs here in the fourth. They've scored 6 times. Nicaragua led 2-0 at one point. Mexico came back to grab a 4-2 lead. But now 6 runs here in the fourth from Nicaragua. And the ball game is over for Carlos Fornu. We're going to have a pitching change. Gallegos will come in for Mexico. Will step aside momentarily. Nicaragua leading at 8-4. There will be plenty of movement on the infield here as Iker Gallegos will come in to pitch, third of the ball game for Mexico. Omar Gastelum will re-enter the ball game. He will play shortstop. And Carlos Fornu will remain at third base. Looks as though Ichiro Kano has exited the contest. And Carlos Torrentes, who led off the inning with a single, was out on a forced out at second. He hits again here in the inning. Double in the first, a single here in the fourth, the 10th man to hit for Nicaragua. Nothing in one from Gallegos. This line to the shortstop. And it's caught, inning over. Gastelum just recently inserted there, makes the catch. Nicaragua scores 6 times. We head to the last of the fourth. They have an 8-4 lead. 8-4, Nicaragua on top of Mexico as Mexico looked to keep their gold medal hopes alive, but they're going to have to come back from a devastating fourth inning in which Nicaragua pushed 6 runs across. Ichiro Kano leading things on. Majority of that damage done with 2 outs at the top of the 4th for Nicaragua. Next for Kano is in for a called strike. Kano, Gastelum, and Antanas Macias. The 3 that are due up for Juan Morales' team. 2-1 off the plate. Swing and a miss, count even 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kano rather grounded into a double play in the 2nd inning. A run came home to score. Mexico tied the game at 2 before taking a 4-2 lead. That seems like ages ago now with Nicaragua leading at 8-4. This one fouled off behind home plate. We'll do it again 2-2. As this one is lined up the middle, phenomenal catch by Torrentes at second base. Robs Ichiro Kano of a base hit, 1 gone. Look at the extension from the young man. Throws up the left hand and just makes the catch. It could be a big play, keeping the leadoff man off the base paths. Mexico had put the leadoff man aboard in each of the first 3 innings. And all 3 times that man came around to score. Not here in the 4th. 1 gone, nobody aboard, and Gastelum hits it on the ground. To the shortstop, Machado has it, 2 outs. Get another look at this. Boy, no reaction time. Hardly took a step. That's a great play. And Carlos Torrentes. Antanas Macias now, nobody aboard, 2 outs in the inning. And Monte Alto was roughed up a bit in the 3rd. Pitching with a lot more confidence now. But his team has a 4-run lead. He's able to throw strikes. 4-run lead as opposed to a 2-run lead is a massive difference in the way that you approach hitters. 1-1. Good off-speed pitch here, 1-2. A 2-run lead, you know that potential tying run is always on deck, so you're 1 mistake away from having to face the tying run. But you got that 4-run lead. You may take a few more risks or throw a few more strikes and let your defense play behind you. That's what has happened to the first 2 hitters here in the 4th. And the 2-2 is hit toward the left side. It is slicing and foul. And the count will stay 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another ground ball to Machado. And another put out, a 1-2-3 inning for Monte Alto and Nicaragua, their first of the ball game. Through 4 complete, it's 8-4. Headed to the 5th inning at Tainan Municipal Stadium. Nicaragua leading Mexico 8-4 in essentially a must-win ball game for Mexico if they want to keep their hopes of getting to a gold medal game alive. Here you see the results for Nicaragua against the other teams in the Super Round. All losses. 10-0 to the United States. Lost to Korea yesterday. And lost to Japan 10-0. On the other side for Mexico, they're 2-1. Would like to go 3-1. Their lone loss coming against Chinese Taipei. They've defeated both Japan and Korea. Diego Collado leading things off. Line drive, left center, base hit. It goes to the wall. Torado digs it out. Collado coming in. The throw is close, but he slides in with a double. And this Nicaraguan offense starting off here in the 5th where they left off in the 4th. Collado looking on his horse all the way to second. The throw is close at the second base bag. Collado with the extra base hit on board for the 2nd time today. Benavides will pinch run for Collado here. As Fardy Tobal will come in to run at second base. Nicaragua with a chance to extend the lead. Freddie Miranda hits it to the second baseman. Manares only played to first. And Tobal advancing to third on the play, 1 out. I think the afternoon is probably over for Diego Collado. And he goes out with a bang. Leadoff double gives his team a chance to potentially push the lead to 5 or beyond here in the 5th. Mauricio Benavides takes high first offering. Struck out in the 2nd, reached the force and scored in that 6-run 4th inning. As the 1-0 line into right field, diving attempt by Solana. This will roll to the wall. Benavides on his way to 2nd. He'll dig for 3rd. The relay is not going to be in time. It was close, but a triple and an RBI for Mauricio Benavides. And he's slow to get up from 3rd. We'll take a look at it here. And a diving attempt by Solana, all or nothing by the right fielder. And Benavides looks to be shaken up after the slide here. We'll take a look at it. And the hand, it looks like, is what they're applying that cold spray to. So 1 run into the inning. Here's Rosales now. He takes the first off the plate. Instead, it's a pinch hitter for Juan Rosales. As Lester Lopez comes to the plate. First time that we have seen him. And he hits it on the ground. This might get the run home. Instead, Benavides holds up at 3rd. And there's 2 gone. It's a bit curious as I think the ball was probably hit slow enough to second base, but because Benavides didn't break with the crack of the bat, he was unable to score from 3rd. A ground ball right side of the infield, less than 2 outs and a runner at 3rd. You've got to be going at the crack of the bat. Benavides would be kicking himself there. Here's Monte Alto now, hitting for the 4th time. He's walked a pair of times. And he hits it on the ground to the 3rd baseman. Fornew up with it, throws across, and the inning is over. But an RBI triple from Mauricio Benavides adds another run for Nicaragua. They're on top 9-4 as we head to the last of the 5th. another look at it here. The crack of the bat, Benavides wasn't running. The third base coach did well to make sure that he got back once it was clear that he wasn't going to have an opportunity to score. You hope that that doesn't come back to bite Nicaragua. Keep that in mind. The 5-run lead is Juan Tirado. Leads things off for Mexico. Takes this one high and inside. And they count 2 balls and no strikes. Mexico likely would have given Nicaragua the run. Tirado squares to bunt, pulls back, 2 balls and a strike. Tirado, Menares, and Alan Nava, the big boppers for Mexico. This one off the plate inside. And the count is now full. The payoff to Tirado is lined into right field, a base hit. And he leads things off with the single here in the 5th inning. Mexico now put the leadoff man aboard in 4 of 5 today. You see him just pull this one, right side of the infield. Second baseman was playing him sort of up the middle. We're going to have a change for Nicaragua, it looks like, as Monte Alto's afternoon might have come to a close. It's like Fardy Tobal, who entered the ballgame for Collado, will play second base. And is it Torrentes that they might give the baseball to? We'll have to wait and see. And it is indeed. So Torrentes will come in to pitch from second base. The day is over for Gerald Monte Alto, and he was very, very good. Can't close the book on him quite yet as he goes 4+ innings. 7 pitches here in the 5th inning, and he gets around the high fives and hugs from his teammates in the dugout. They appreciate his effort. But it will now be up to Carlos Torrentes, the right-hander, second pitcher of the ball game. You look at his figures so far in this tournament. Hitting him for the 2nd time, and he's not fared all that well. Only 1 inning of work. He did give up a run in that 1 inning, but he struck out a man, 2 hits allowed. And this is the inning you'd want to do something if you're Mexico. You don't want to leave it to the 6th. 5 runs to tie and 6 to take the lead. Here's Menares. Takes the first for a called strike. Tirado is singled to lead off the inning. Menares is singled and homered. He's driven in 3 of the 4 for Mexico. The 1-1, oh, threw it behind him. Menares may have been trying to take one for the team on that pitch. If Lent a bit too far forward to get out of the way of the baseball. It's human nature to get out of the way. 2-1, a called strike, and it's now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Six outs to play with here, Mexico, and they trail by 5. Nicaragua adding another run in the 5th inning. The 2-2, that one hit it. And Menares not too thrilled with Carlos Torrentes as he sort of gleams back at him. As he heads on his way to first. You can see it here in the replay. It sort of hit him in the ribs, and he wasn't too happy about it. It's 2 men on for Mexico. And Nava, the catcher, stands in. He takes the first off the plate inside. He's looking for his first base hit. Hit the ball hard a pair of times, but is flied out to right field in each of his first 2 at-bats. The next 2 him. Called strike again. Torrentes looking to paint the inner corner, it appears. And these right-handed hitters, he came inside twice. Amadeus, 2 inside on both occasions. 1-2 with a 1-1 rather. Goes to the outside part of the plate. It's 2 balls and a strike. Next to Nava on the ground, but it's pushed foul out beyond third. The count 2 balls, 2 strikes. We know the offensive output that Mexico is capable of. One of the top hitting teams in this tournament. The 2-2 hit back up the middle into the glove of the second baseman, but they can't make the play. Boy, it would have been tough at second for Tobal. He gets to it, but he can't get it out of his glove to underhand to Machado, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. And Nicaragua will have a quick meeting. Either to discuss plans here. Torrentes will stay in the ball game. Well, you'd hope and pray for a ground ball. They're going to give a base hit on that play. The infield playing up the middle at double play depth. They will not hold the runner on at second base. They're in at the corners and deep in the middle infield. Interesting defensive alignment here for Nicaragua. See if it pays off. First to Iker Gallegos, in for a called strike. Now the first baseman is playing in on the grass. The third baseman on the edge of the infield grass, and the middle infielders are playing deep. 0-1, the called strike and a breaking ball, 0-2. Mexico a hit away from bringing the potential tying run to the plate. The 0-2 off the plate. You had a feeling that this one wasn't quite over despite the 5-run lead, and Mexico has shown that. 1-2 inside, 2-2. Gallegos got final out of the inning for Mexico, and here he tries to drive in some. 2-2 off the plate, and the count is full. Juan Solana, the right fielder, awaits on deck. And a big payoff pitch coming here from Torrentes. The offering hit into right field. It's slicing toward the line. Martinez makes the catch for the out. Tirado will tag from third. He scores with ease. It's a sacrifice fly for Iker Gallegos. It's now a 9-5 ball game. Hitting it the opposite way. Martinez made it interesting in right field. Most importantly for Nicaragua, they get the out. They keep the potential tying run from coming to the plate. As now Juan Solana will hit. He has walked and singled. The first to him low, ball 1. Pinch hitter, in fact, for Solana. ball and a strike on Juan Hernandez. It's just off the plate. Hernandez hitting in the 7th spot here for Juan Solano. The 2-1 off the plate outside. Torrentes again putting himself in danger, bringing the tying run to the plate. See what Hernandez does. He keeps the bat on his shoulder in the 3-1 and counts 4. Payoff pitch to Hernandez, tapped into the glove of the catcher, a strikeout, and a big one for Carlos Torrentes. Oh, what a big pitch this is. Ball had a bit of late movement on it. It was over the plate, and at the last minute it bites off the plate. Hernandez got a piece, but right into the glove. Mauricio Benavides, first pitch now to Fordu, is in for a called strike. Boy, what a big pitch that was. Huge momentum swing for Nicaragua. The 1-0 misses rather, now a ball and a strike. Fordu singled in the 2nd. Struck out in the 3rd. The next offering coming. A called strike, 1-2. Can Torrentes get out of the inning? The 1-2, an off-speed pitch, missing low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nicaragua will have the 2, 3, and 4 hitters in the 6th. Torrentes trying to send us there. The 2-2 on a line through the hole, base hit. Monarez comes home to score. Nava slams on the brakes at 2nd, and Mexico will send the tying run to the plate here in the last of the 5th inning. Good piece of 2-strike hitting here from Carlos Fordu. He drives in a run and makes it a 3-run ball game. Big at bat for Ichiro Kano. He's swinging at the 1st, and he pops it up. Shallow left field, and fair ball. They get it in quickly. The throw back to 2nd in time, and the inning is over. Oh, Carlos Fordu, a wide turn at 2nd base. He's thrown out, and the threat is over. 9-6 Nicaragua as we go to the 6th. Well, here's a look at this play again. Heads up baseball and left by Miranda. He throws in on the infield, then a dart to second base, nails Fourneau. Well, he was more than halfway to third when they slammed on the brakes. And an unfortunate end to the inning for Juan Morales' team. And swinging first pitch, here is Tito Martinez, and he lines it right into the glove of Gallegos. And there's one gone here in the sixth. And Gallegos was afraid the ball was hit a bit harder than it actually was. He was fearing the worst, but had plenty of time to make the catch. One pitch, one out. Here's Brian Machado. He swings first pitch, and he pops it high into left field. Tirado will camp underneath it and make the catch. 2 pitches and 2 outs. Well, you think about Mexico having the bases loaded and the top of the order due up with Omar Gastelum, the next man to hit. Potential tying run on base. And a base running gaff dashes their hopes in the 5th. Jarrell Bravo, the man hitting now. He takes the first for a ball. Some of the issues that Mexico has had in the middle infield, it's almost fitting that the final out of that inning was made at second base. It's not been a favorable part of the diamond for Mexico on the defensive or offensive end this afternoon, but they do still have 3 outs to work with. They'll have the top of the order due up in the last of the 6th. Gallego trying to get it there. It was a 9-6 ball game, the 1-1. Off the plate, eyeing away. 2 balls and a strike. Only 1 error officially charged against Mexico in this game, but they'll go back and watch and tell you there's 2 or 3 plays they should have made in the middle infield. Big swing and a miss on 2-1. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A couple of those could have potentially gotten him out of the 4th inning. It was the inning in which Nicaragua scored 5 runs with 2 outs. 2-2 from Gallegos, and it's popped up. Foul territory. Gallegos will give chase from the mound, but it's out of play off toward the right side. Cano gave it a pretty good look from first as well. Look at Cano. He ran smack dab into that fence, didn't he? No regard for his own personal safety, Ichiro Cano. Thought he maybe had another step or 2 before the fence. Hit it pretty hard. And another 2-2 from Gallegos. Hit the other way and foul again off into the stands. Top of the order due up for Mexico. Gastelum, Macias, and Tirado. The 3 men that you would want to see as Mexico tries to keep their gold medal hopes alive. They'll need to win the baseball game today. The 2-2 popped up again, foul. Another 2-2 hit on the ground. Picked up by Fourneau. He throws across. And good work by Iker Gallegos. 1-2-3. Go Nicaragua in the 6th. Mexico, they'll need 3 runs or bust in the last of the 6th inning. We'll be right back. 9-6, Nicaragua on top of Mexico as we head to the last of the 6th inning, and the last chance for this Mexican national team to weave together a bit of magic, needing a win to keep their gold medal hopes alive in this tournament. This ball is taken high and away. Trying to set up a virtual play-in game with the United States tomorrow. Nicaragua, they've had other plans today as the 2-2 is high and inside. The 1-1 rather. It's now 2 balls and a strike. Torrentes trying to close things out for Nicaragua. Fouled straight back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The difference in the game right now is the crookedest number of all. 6 runs in the 4th for Nicaragua. Does Mexico have anything left? The 2-2 is low and inside, and the count's full. Good work from that young man. Gerald Montialto, is all he can do now is look on. Hope that Carlos Torrentes can hang on for the victory, but he walks Omar Gastelum to begin the 6th. Boy, Mexico has had the leadoff man on 5 of the 6th innings in this ball game. In the previous 4, they've scored every single time. Looks like we might have a pitching change. It could be the end of the ball game for Carlos Torrentes, as Pena is back out of the dugout. And we will indeed have that pitching change as Torrentes will go to second base. Waiting to get a look at who the new starting pitcher is going to be for Nicaragua. Looks as though Brian Machado is going to come in from shortstop. And it is indeed so. Torrentes out of the ball game after facing 7 hitters. He throws 34 pitches. Nicaragua will hand the baseball to their starting shortstop, Brian Machado, who we're seeing for the 2nd time. Thrown 1 inning, 1 strikeout. A walk and a hit relinquished in his only appearance of this tournament. Again, Mexico currently sitting at 2-1. Chinese Taipei 2-1. Trying to keep pace with the United States, who defeated Japan earlier today. They are 3-1. A win from Mexico in this ball game would set up a virtual gold medal play-in game with the United States tomorrow. A win from Nicaragua would mean Chinese Taipei and the United States simply need to win out. They would meet for the 3rd consecutive World Cup in the gold medal game. These are the 3 teams with the main chances after Japan's loss this morning to the United States. Still an outside chance to get to the gold medal game, Japan. Need a lot of help. Mexico trying to join the United States at 3-1. It'll take 3+ runs here in the 6th. And 0-1 is fouled off of the catcher, 0-2. Gastelum was off with the pitch. He'll scamper back to first, 0-2. The 0-2 again off the mask of the catcher. You're hearing from the Nicaraguan faithful down that first base line, making some noise. Trying to will the blue and white to a victory here in our 2nd game of the day and day 2 of the Super Round. Benavides is dealing with a bit of an issue, looks like on that left hand. Medical staff here at this U12 World Cup has done a phenomenal job. They're Johnny on the spot most of the time. Any instance in which these players need anything, almost 2 or 3 of them there at once. And 0-2, missing high on a fastball at 108. It's ball and 2 strikes on Antanas Macias. He's been hit by a pitch. He's grounded out a pair of times. The 1-2 swung on and missed. And with first base occupied, no need to throw down to first. Macias is gone. 1 gone here in the 6th. Look at this off-speed pitch. Just buries it in the dirt, and Macias never had a chance. Would have needed to pull a club out of his golf bag to make contact with that pitch. Here's Tirado now. He has 4 home runs in this tournament. His 5th could pull his team to within a run. The 1-0 is hit into center field, dying quickly, and it falls in front of the center fielder. Gastelum on his way to third. He will stop there. It's men at the corners. And we're not done yet. Mexico will bring the tying run to the plate with 1 out here in the 6th. Not the hardest in baseball we've seen from Tirado, but he places it well in front of Rosales. And Cesar Menares, who has already homered today, first to him off the plate outside, 1-0. We've seen big hit after big hit in the middle of this order for Mexico. Do they have another? The 1-0 into right field. That one is falling quickly, and diving in right is Martinez. He makes the catch, 2 outs. Oh, you want to talk about a big-time play in a massive, massive spot for his pitcher. Tito Martinez putting his body on the line, the diving catch. And there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Mexico down to their final out. Robbing Cesar Menares of a base hit. Mexico do pull to within 2 runs. And now it's up to Alan Nava. Next to him, in for a called strike, 1-1. Nicaragua, an out away from pulling the upset and virtually knocking Mexico out of gold medal contention. 1-1 fouled off. Mexico down to their final strike. The 1-2 pitch to Nava on the ground to third. The throw is sailed to the first base bag. Nava will reach safely. Tirado scampers down to third, and the tying run is on base for Mexico. Oh, an untimely spot for an error from Nicaragua. Party Tobal just sailed the throw as he rushed it. And now Iker Gallegos with a chance. And Mexico will send a pinch runner into the contest, it looks like. Juan Morales putting some speed in the base pass. And probably a smart move with the runner at first representing the potential tying run. Here's Iker Gallegos. He watches the first low and away. Gallegos is yet to drive in a run in this tournament. The next miss is inside. 2 balls, no strikes. looking for his first RBI in a massive, massive spot for Mexico. Called strike, 2-1. Next to Gallegos, hit into right field. Martinez tracking it, makes the catch, and the ball game is over. Nicaragua survive. 9-7 the final score, and they have knocked off their Central American rival in Mexico and probably dashed their hopes at a gold medal here in Tainan. Oh, what a finish to this ball game. What an intriguing matchup. And Nicaragua comes away with their first win against a super round opponent. Man, oh man, what a ball game. 9-7 the final score. Mexico put the potential tying run on base in the 6th. Gallegos gave it a ride into right. Martinez, he's had some adventures out there in right field today, but fitting that he makes the catch in that fashion to end the ball game and earn the victory for Nicaragua. 9 runs on 8 hits for Nicaragua. Mexico out-hit the away team. 7 runs on 11 hits. And a fascinating second game of the day here in Tainan. So Mexico, they will fall to 2-2. Nicaragua now 1-3. And what it does is it sets up the potential for the United States and Chinese Taipei to control their own destiny, to play each other in the gold medal game. The United States will need to win tomorrow, Chinese Taipei tonight and tomorrow. And we will see the 3rd consecutive World Cup featuring the USA and Chinese Taipei. Still a lot of baseball to play before we get there, though. And we will see that Chinese Taipei team tonight as they take on Korea. A fun ball game. Glad to have you with us. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. 9-7 Nicaragua over Mexico. 6:30 local time, the scheduled start for Chinese Taipei and Korea. We hope you'll join us then. Korea, a fun ball game. Glad to have you with us. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. 9-7 Nicaragua. Over Mexico. 6:30 local time, the scheduled start.